Good morning. Hope everything is fabulous for you guys. I'm just on my countdown, So a week from today, at this hour, of which it is 8 o'clock on Tuesday, a week from today, we will be back here loading the truck by 8 o'clock in the morning, scheduled to pick up our moving truck at 6 a.m. On the 12th, and we'll start loading as soon as we get it back here and get some breakfast. So where I'm at as far as the moving process, just to give you guys some tips if you are doing a big move, you have one in your future. What I'm doing right now is I'm sitting at the computer. Like, I just sat onto the computer and I'm going to go in and, well, let me backtrack a little bit. So last week I went to my local bank, which the bank that I use here in Pennsylvania, they do not have any locations in Florida. I'm not even sure how far south they go. They're based out of Buffalo, New York, so they don't go into the south. So I knew I was going to have to open a bank account in the south. I know I can keep my bank because everybody does mobile banking nowadays, and I do that as well, which, you know, I deposit checks by my phone. I'm comfortable with doing all that. But I have run into certain circumstances with certain checks in particular, mainly insurance checks when I'm getting reimbursed, like for my dental insurance. They never seem to be able to be deposited mobily. Every time I try, I get error messages. I have to take the check to the bank. I can't do that, you know, living in Florida. So we are going to close our bank accounts up here eventually. Bank account, only one. And I've already went online and opened my bank account in Florida at a Florida institution. Same bank I used when I lived down there previously. So I signed on the computer this morning so I could go into my direct deposit through the government and get that banking information changed so that when I am paid in 2 weeks, that it goes into the Florida bank and not the bank up here. My debit cards should already be ordered. Well, they were already ordered, so, and Caitlin's down there getting the mail, so till I arrive in Florida, our debit cards should already be there. So that's where I'm at today. But a couple other things that I've done in the meantime is I have closed like my savings account with my local bank, and I'm down to just the checking. So when I do finally close that, it's only one account that they have to worry about. I am going to have to change the address on our bank account up here. Because I still am going to have to use that account until all Mike's checks go in, because I'm not having his direct deposit change when he only has, this is his last week of work. And I have some scheduled automated payments that are still going to come out yet this month, like for our cable, which is being shut off on Friday, not cable, our internet, which is being shut off on Friday. So that will come out later in the month. So I'm going to keep the account open up here for another month. But I need to change the address on it because my billing address for my Visa debit card with the account up here, I need to move it to the Florida address because we will be out of here soon. I tried to do that last week when I closed the savings account, but I unfortunately did not have a copy of my new lease with me. They need to see that information to verify the new address. So that's on my list of things I need to do today. First thing this morning, I have a 9:30 appointment to get the air conditioning charged in the car. My car is a 2016 and we've never had to charge the air conditioning. But we figured, you know, before we go to Florida, let's just go ahead and get the system looked at and charged up here before we go. So that is at 9:30. I need to then go to the bank and deal with changing my address. And then I have to go to our dry cleaners and pick up some pants of Mike's that were being sewn. His work pants, some of them had holes in the pockets and needed zippers replaced. So they've been at the dry cleaners now for 2 weeks. I need to go. Hopefully they're done. They need to soon be done. He went to pick them up last week and they still weren't done. They need to be done. We're out of here. It was like 8 or 10 pair of pants. It cost me $71 to have this done. They need to be done. So that's on my list today. It's all this last minute stuff. And if you've moved before, you know you always have last minute crazy stuff. So the last week, again, things I'm doing, shutting off the internet a couple days before we move. I have that equipment to return to Xfinity, which is just my modem and router. Already took care of canceling utilities like my natural gas service and my electric service. If you're doing a local move and you're keeping the same utility providers, it's a pretty easy process you can do online just with transferring your service from one address to another. In my case, because I am not keeping these providers in Florida because they're not down there, plus I'm in a rental community, it's a little more involved, so I could not do it online. I did have to call the 1-800 number and wait on hold forever to actually talk to a human, because I can't just have the service disconnected because they can't disconnect here. I had to make sure that it was just going to be a billing name change out of my name into the lease management company's name again until they re-rent this unit. So that is all taken care of. You saw my breakfast already this morning. That was at 3:30 this morning, I think. I ate that egg sandwich, which was very good. That was an Ezekiel brand English muffin, so gluten-free. 2 eggs. I thought for sure that thing was going to fall apart while I was eating it, but I managed to keep it together. And I had the eggs and a little bit of cheese and tomatoes and avocado oil mayonnaise. So that filled me up for a while. But right now it's 8 o'clock and I did just have a Quest bar because I needed a little something. So I think I don't have to leave for another hour. I think what I'm going to do now is we're going to go upstairs and tackle the after I do this direct deposit stuff, we're going to go tackle the nightmare of my little bit of makeup that I still own, going through it, purging, and just only taking with me what I normally wear. All right, hold on. All right, so here is all of my makeup. Not a lot. Again, a couple eyeshadow palettes and what is in this organizer here. I've learned a lot in the past few weeks just by boxing up most of my possessions, how little we actually need to survive. Like, I haven't had to go open a box and look for something except twice. And that was once for a battery and once because I needed my marriage certificate for work. So yeah, why do we as humans hold on to stuff that we literally do not need to survive? So I'm going to get rid of probably over 50% of this makeup. Couple of reasons. Let me flip the phone around. Hold on. All right. The makeup itself. I no longer wear anything on the face. You know, this is me. I'm not into the glam look. My skin is not in that awful bad shape that I need to cover it up with a lot of foundations and powders and bronzers and toners and all that fun stuff. I don't need it. Second, this stuff is so old. The last time that I wore heavy makeup on the face like this, it's probably been at least 5 years. So you shouldn't keep makeup that long. It grows bacteria. So I think it's time. I think it's time to do the big purge. So here are the products that I'm going to get rid of. So it's 2 different blushes, one pink, one peach, some highlighting powder, some contouring bronzer type powder. What even was this? Concealer, CC cream, a trial CC cream, and a sponge, and I don't even own foundation anymore. So I am keeping all my eyeshadows I may give this one to my kid. This one isn't that old, but it's one of those cream eyeshadows, and I'm not a fan, but she loves that kind of stuff. And then these are all palettes that I still use. I am keeping all of my eyeliners because I still wear those on occasion, my sharpeners, mascaras, and this stuff from here over is lip products. I'll hang on to those. But y'all look in here. Look what I found. That is a dead stink bug. That is so wrong. Oh, I cannot believe he was living with my eyeshadows. Ooh. So I'm gonna take this downstairs and wash it in the kitchen sink and let it dry good and pack that up. This is a nice organizer that I had got, I think at TJ Maxx or Ross or one of those places. It is glass and metal, so I'm hanging on to that. And I think I'm gonna get rid of a lot of these makeup brushes too. Again, just because they are old. I use the eyeshadow brushes and like a couple of the fluffy brushes just to like take over my eyeshadow to kind of blend it a little better, but some of these I don't use. So we're gonna go through those as well. Maybe give these a quick wash, and I'll show you what it looks like once everything is clean and organized. I have our food baskets ready for our 2 days of driving. So these are just some Dollar Tree little bins that I had laying around that I wasn't using anymore. So I have one for Mike and one for me. A lot of the stuff is the same, but some is different. So we each have a box of the seed and nut flour honey cinnamon crackers. We each have nuts. Mike has a jar of peanuts and I have a bag of walnuts. The Made Good granola bars that I showed you in last week's video. Mike has the chocolate banana and I have the chocolate chip minis. We each have 2 Quest bars. He has a white chocolate raspberry and a peanut butter brownie smash. I have a birthday cake and a chocolate chip cookie dough. He has 2 of the Chomps Italian beef sticks in here. We each have 2 bags of granola. He has some gum down in here. I do have to put some gum in the Mazda yet. Some Good and Gather bars. He has a lemon and an apple pie. And we each have 1 of the Lenny and Larry's Snickerdoodle cookies. My Good and Gather is pumpkin pie and apple pie. And I don't have the meat sticks, but I do have the 2 bags of granola. We are going to be eating decent breakfast and decent dinner, but the snacks will be for that midday slump that we are going to need some fuel for, as well as if we're starting to feel tired, start to nibble stuff with protein, keep us awake a little longer, because obviously this driving is going to affect, well, our current sleep schedule is going to really make a difference in how tired we are when we drive, because based on the time of day that I have to hand the keys in here, we can't get the early start like we are used to getting. Like, best case scenario for us would be to still get up at 1:45 and get on the road by 2:30. Well, that's not going to happen because of handing the keys and the pool pass and the garage door openers in. So we're getting a very late start to the first day, which means we're going to get tired a little quicker because, again, you know my sleep schedule. It's crazy. And we're going to be a little tired while we're driving. Not to mention that driving long distance makes you tired anyway. All right, soon time to go. Okay, I wanted to tell you what I thought of these American Dream nut butters. Oh my God, are they incredible. So if you saw in last week's video, you saw I had ordered the white chocolate pretzel and the cinnamon coffee cake. There's, because the base is peanut butter, they taste a lot alike, but you can tell the subtle differences in the two. Oh my goodness, are they fabulous. So today, while I'm out running my errands, I did put some in a container with the baggie of gluten-free pretzels. I'm gonna take that along to keep me awake. I have an hour to kill while my air conditioner is being done, so I can have a snack. All right, I'm at the garage. I have my snacks. I have my earpods. I can watch some YouTube while I'm waiting. Brought an energy drink. Let's get this done. All right, much better. Everything's clean, no more stink bug. Got rid of old makeup. Perfect. Brushes are clean, ready to be packed up and moved. Got all of my errands done and decided to get the toes ready for the move. The feet are Florida ready. Hey everyone, so it's the next morning, obviously. So it's 10 after 3 right now. This technically is my Sunday, but I'm pulling 3 hours of overtime this morning. So hence the uniform. And what am I wearing on me already? So, I didn't do anything pertaining to moving last night. Just made Mike and I some swordfish and haddock for dinner and some potatoes, and he had some lima beans, and I had some cucumbers and tomatoes and mozzarella pearls for a little side salad. So we are getting there, getting closer, still using up food. Today, I'll take you with me, but I have to stop at Home Depot for a curbside pickup order, which is just a bin. He wanted a certain bin that could hold a certain amount of weight and a certain gallon capacity for ammo, because we're not putting all our ammo in a box. It's too heavy. And he has small ammo boxes, but he wants a big bin for all the ammo boxes. So I have to pick that up today at Home Depot. Like I said, we already ordered it. It's just gonna be a curbside pickup. Have to run to Target for my spinach for my final week of work to make my smoothies. Now comes the craziness, and I can tell that how I'm feeling physically is it's changing. When your adrenaline is up because your mood is elevated, you tend to get into that frenzy and everything is go, 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 go. And that's normally our lifestyle anyway. You know, we work a lot. He's still on, you know, over 50 hours a week, every week, no questions asked. It's you know, at least 52 hours a week. Last night he wanted to leave at 2:30. He didn't leave till after 4. And when you maintain that pace for so long, it can catch up with you. And again, we've been, you know, all the working, gone to the gym, still trying to keep up as much as possible with seeing family here and there, doing the grocery shopping, keeping up with the cleaning and the laundry. Y'all know how it is. Now it's been an even faster pace because not only am I doing all of that, but then I'm packing up my entire place of residence. Again, I've lost some gym days because of that, and I explained that in my last video, but there's only so many hours in a day. But yesterday I started to feel just extreme fatigue. Like my body's telling me that you need a break. Like it's like my body is telling me I need a vacation. And I know coming up here very soon, I'm going to have a whole week off work. Well, actually, it's going to be longer than a week. I'll be off like 13 or 13 days total off of work. But that's going to be unpacking and getting myself set up in a new place to live. Not every day, because you know my big behind's going to be on the beach. My body's telling me I need some rest. So yesterday morning, after I ate that egg sandwich that you saw, I got my shower and washed my hair, and I was just feeling like I couldn't like I couldn't go any longer. So I come down here on the recliner. I thought I'm gonna watch a YouTube video, just relax for a minute, and I fell asleep for an hour, which was fine. I'm not complaining that I did that. It's just unusual for me. Woke up, didn't feel refreshed at all. You know how it is. They say a 20-minute power nap is about all the more you should take if you're going to nap. Any more than that, you feel worse. Well, that's true. So I did the air conditioning appointment that you saw, and did my couple other errands, came home, and was trying to get some stuff done. Hold on, texts keep coming through. I was trying to get some stuff done around here, and again, just the fatigue. My body is like, sit, relax. It's hard. Mike and I are still trying to finish up the program Good Girls. We have 4 more episodes to go before Friday when the internet gets shut off. That's not going to happen, is it? And I had to fight staying awake. So I need to, hopefully today, after I'm done work and my couple errands, hopefully I can just take some time and just relax a little bit. You have to listen to your body when it's telling you something. Now, if you are going to tell me that your body's telling you every day to sit and relax, you're not properly listening to your body. Your body, for the most part, is always telling you to keep it moving because it feels better when it's moving. But again, I think it's just mentally, I know I'm near the end of this, and it's all just gonna at one time be like, oh, and then I'm just gonna crash. And that's something else you have to be careful of as well. I lost a very dear friend. She died at age 39. Her and her husband were moving across country. They were moving from here in Pennsylvania out to Las Vegas. He had to go first because of his job, which left her behind here to kind of finish everything up. Basically kind of what Mike and I ended up doing when I moved to Florida. I left him here to finish everything up. Well, it wasn't just the packing that she was dealing with. You know, they had a house to sell, plus they had 2 rental properties that needed sold. Plus she was still working full-time plus overtime for UPS as a driver, and you know how physical that job is. She kept up this pace and kept up this pace for so long. She was also a smoker and a drinker. She loved her wine. That was what we used to do together, drink wine. Anyway, she moved. The husband flew back when it was time for her to move out. They did the cross-country drive. She went out there. She didn't have to work out there. And 3 days after she arrived, she died in her sleep. And they had at least 2 autopsies. I have wanted to say they had 3. Anyway, it was more than 1 autopsy. And everybody agreed it was her heart, but it's not like she had blockages or anything like that. She had a healthy heart considering her smoking, but it's because she had such a very active life. The girl was physically fit like crazy. Like, she was in very good shape. The doctors, the medical examiners all agreed that her body was so used to running at such high speeds all the time, and her body was so used to pumping with adrenaline to constantly keep up that pace and get everything done, that when she got to her new destination and she didn't have to do anything and she could just relax, her heart couldn't take the change. It was too drastic of a change from what her body was used to doing that her heart just stopped. So that's something that, you know, I keep in the back of my mind. Like, if my body's telling me I need to just maybe, you know, take it easy for a few hours and just chill, I need to listen to it, because God knows I don't want that to happen to me. My heart is in great shape. God knows I've been in the hospital enough. It's been looked at multiple times with, you know, I've had several EKGs done. I've had an echo done. My blood pressure's checked all the time. I'm in very, very good health as far as my heart. But I don't want anything bad to happen. At least there's one area of my body that is in good shape. So I'm trying to listen to it when it's telling me something. And I've yapped at you for 9 minutes now. All right, I need to get to work. I have a tunnel to see the TV. So, oh, like you see back there again. It's crazy in here right now. I'm literally still selling stuff. I had a lady come today to buy my Columbia parka. Gave her a picture. I'm like, you came to get the coat. Do you want a free picture? Saves me a trip to the resale store. So she bought a parka and took away a picture that I spent like $90 on years and years ago from Bed Bath & Beyond. But I'm just to that point. I'm giving stuff away. Ran a couple errands this afternoon once I came home and changed and ate again. And got dinner cooking right now for Mike and I. I'm still struggling with the fatigue. I feel like I just want to sleep. Again, I'm blaming it on the adrenaline of knowing I have so much last minute stuff I need to do, but yet I can't do a ton. Like I boxed up some food today, some cookware today that I know I'm not going to be using. I'm starting to do my cleaning. I was able to clean out some of the kitchen cupboards and whatever I have nothing in. I've already wiped everything down. Under the bathroom sinks, I'm wiping stuff down because I have everything cleaned out of there. So that's kind of where we're at. I'll take you out here in the kitchen and show you dinner. I have some chicken thighs in my cast iron skillet in some olive oil, and I have them seasoned with this Champion chicken seasoning. I'm just about out. I was hoping to use it all, but I'm not going to be able to. I'll still have too much left. And then I made us some salads. There was salad for Mike and a salad for me. So again, I'm getting to the point where I'm cleaning cupboards out. So under the kitchen sink was empty. That fire extinguisher stays. It belongs to the community that we're living in. That one's wiped out. That one's wiped out. The top of a couple of these are already taken care of. So I think that's where I'm going to end this video. I heard the garage door go up. It's 5 minutes till 3, and Mike has a phone interview for a job at 3:30, so I need to have it a little quiet in here for him to take that call. So I will let you know how he makes out, and I will catch up with you soon. Thanks for hanging out with me, and good luck on your move if you have one coming up as well. See you soon. Bye.